Hi, Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF, a consulting firm, and welcome to Moments of Elevation, where we spend 10 minutes together, where you get mental, get motivated, and then get moving, get back to work, implement a technique that we've talked about so that you can have something to celebrate today. Every day, there should be a reason to celebrate. And I'm excited when we get together on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. So there's a couple of things I'm going to ask you to do, because that has to do with our topic today, is asking for what you want. So I want you to do a couple of things. First, I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button where you can actually subscribe, and also the notification button so that you can be notified whenever there is a new video uploaded, and they are random. So you will also have the opportunity to see some of the past videos, which are some great opportunities for you to be able to get motivated, to be able to learn a new technique, a new idea, something that you can use, which is what we want, something that you can use. The other thing I would like for you to do is to like and follow us on Instagram at Rise and Shine CF. On YouTube, it is actually Rise and Shine CF. And then on LinkedIn, it's Cheryl Mays. So you have the opportunity to connect with us in multiple avenues on social media. So go ahead. And the other thing I'm asking for you to do is share the videos. Help someone else get success. Help someone else enhance their habits. Help someone else to become better at what they do and who they are as an individual. So you have an opportunity to help others, which is what we all want to do. So let's go ahead and get started on our moment of elevation. Today, I want to talk about asking for what you want. Why is it that it's so hard for people to ask someone for help, to ask for something that you want? Well, there's a couple of reasons that I know, a couple of reasons that I've heard other people talk about. There's a fear of not getting it. So there's that fear of rejection, that fear of the word no. There's also the fear of just looking stupid or feeling needy and not being able to accomplish it yourself. I recently read a book by a friend of mine, and it's called The Resilient Leader, and her name is Christine Parakis. So the book is available on Amazon, so definitely go check the book out. And she talks about her experience in a Category 5 storm, where she literally was on an island and she was isolated. She was alone. And she wasn't one of those individuals that asked for help. And it took a process for her to realize that she wasn't in this by herself. That literally there's a community out there. There's a community out there that are willing to accept you into their community so that you can support one another. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for communities, and you have one. Either it's your family, or it's at work, or it's an organization that you belong to, or it's your neighbors. So there are communities that are built for us to be able to ask for help and to be able to support and help others. And so when we look at asking for help, this is typically what happens. And this happens all the time in sales. I have been in sales for more than 20 years, and I've trained sales individuals. And this is commonly what happens. More than 44% of individuals, after the first request, no longer make the request. Then, after the second request, 24% of the individuals stop. After the third request, it gets down to about 12. But here's the reality, is that most of the sales happens after the fourth request. So here you have about 60% of the opportunity is not even being looked at because you've stopped too early because you got that first no. So what does that mean? It means that you're not going to accomplish your goals. You're not even allowing yourself to be able to find the resources, to be able to push yourself into that next area of success. Because asking for help typically is a sign of strength. It's a sign of being inquisitive. It's a sign of saying, I know I have something of value. And I want to make sure that this person has the opportunity to hear about this value product or this value service. So when you stop asking, then you're literally denying that individual of your service. And think about it. Isn't your service something that is unique, something that's going to help other people, something that's going to allow them to even improve their lives? And yet you've denied it because you stopped asking them. So think about asking for help. You know, we used to have a saying at a company that I worked at, and it was, if you raise your hand, the troops will come. But you have to do that. You literally have to say, I need help. So before we leave here today, I want you to think about, what is it that you need help in? And I want you to put together this 5-step process. Number 1 is expect that you're going to get the help. If you go into the situation expecting that you're going to get the help, then your delivery is even a lot better. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot concise. It's more concise because you are expecting this individual that you're asking for help to be able to help you. The second thing goes along with that, and that's asking the right person. Oftentimes we spin our wheels trying to ask people for things that they can't deliver. So you want to make sure that you're asking the right person, the person that has the ability to be able to say yes, the decision maker, the individual that has access to the resource, has access to the asset, the individual that can literally help you in what you're requesting. So you don't spend your time waiting on a response from someone that hasn't even moved it forward because they don't even know how to actually handle it. The other thing is make it concise and specific. Here's what I always say. Vague requests get vague results. So when you are not specific about what it is that you need, then a person is not sure how much they can help you. So you want to make sure that you are clear and you are very specific, as it was when I started and I said, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn. Those are specific requests. Then the other thing is to repeatedly ask the question again, because sometimes people are just busy. We're all busy individuals. And so when you make a request, if they're not able to fulfill it right then and there, here's what happens to it is it goes down to the bottom of the pile. And so there you sit waiting on a response and they haven't even moved it forward because it got put into that to-do later pile. So when you stop your request after the first time, then the person goes, well, must not have been that important because they only asked once. Must not have been that valuable because they never called back. And sometimes you have to think about the individual that you're talking to when they say no. Is it because it's the wrong time of the day? Maybe it's the wrong day. Maybe it's before lunch. There are so many things that could happen as to why this person responded in the negative. And so if you take that and go, that is the all-in solution, then you're never giving yourself a chance to know that maybe it was just a bad day. Maybe the next time you call, this person will have a different attitude. You'll have a different attitude. So think about asking for what you want and understanding that you can get it, but you just have to be persistent. Now, you also have to know when to back off, right? Because you don't want to keep pounding and pounding until you get to be that person where people look at the phone and they go, oh no, that person. You don't want to be that person. So you want to make sure that you are repeatedly asking, but you're doing it in a manner that makes sense. And so what does your follow-up look like? A lot of times what I have found with sales individuals and with people in general is that there's a lack of follow-up. See, we make a request and we lay the burden on the other individual and we expect them. I said that. We expect them to do what we want them to do. And then when it doesn't get done, then we blame that individual. Well, if it's your responsibility and you want to be 100% responsible for your results, and you want your results to be positive, then the burden is on you. So think about what it is that you're asking for and the manner in which you're asking it. And then don't give up. Don't give up. Oftentimes we give up far too easily and far too quickly. So be persistent. So there we are. That's our 10 minutes. This is our time to get together on Moments of Elevation, where we spend 10 minutes together, where you get mental, you get motivated, and you get moving. And you have a successful day because you now have a technique that's going to allow you to implement something new into what you're doing. And that's the great thing about these moments of elevation. And that's the great thing about me being able to come and visit with you twice a week. I totally enjoy it. And so I also want you to do one more thing. I am asking you to do one more thing, and that's to visit my website at www.rising-and-shining.com. I want you to go to a section called the Lead Experience. This is a program that we have that literally helps you to put together an improvement plan for your life. Oftentimes we want to segment what we do professionally from what we do personally. And we want to talk about balance. Well, none of those things work. There has to be an integration. And so this is an opportunity for you to figure out and to learn a technique that will allow you to integrate your work life, your personal life, the 7 areas of your life, so that you can be successful with something that is sustainable, that you can repeat it, so that you have continuous success, continuous improvement, because that's what we want every day. We want continuous improvement. So go to the website and check out the Lead Experience. There is a element on there called a Lead Lib that was created by a psychologist, where it's actually for self-improvement. And it gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you are, because sometimes we just don't know where we are. We think we're someplace when in actuality we're someplace else. So this gives you an opportunity to do that. So I'm asking you to go to the website. I'm also asking you to think about what we talked about today, and what is it that you're asking for? And are your requests vague? Because vague requests get what? You got it, vague results. So definitely make sure that you share this video, because this is something that is so prevalent for everyone, and regardless as to what field you're in, regardless as to what mode you're in life, asking and then having a sense of rejection stop you from asking again is something that we experience every single day. So the question is, what do you do about it? So the 5-step process that I've given you is the technique. So check it out. I guarantee you it's going to change your results. My name is Cheryl Mays, and I am the president from Rise and Shine CF, a consulting firm where we make better leaders, better processes, and better people. And I look forward to joining you again. Have an amazing day. And remember, ask for what you want.